it's important to understand how our brand's architecture is.
Absolutely.
So we have right now about 35 hotels. We have the Park, which are typically city center, large hotels designed. Each one is different, and they have a different, let's say, idea behind it. The Park Chennai is all about film because actually it was in the Gemini Film Studio lot. So there's a story to it, and it's very rooted in the local place, and then it's taken forward. It's taken forward through the art and the design and everything else. Then you have Delhi, which has been done with the 5 elements, and the elements also referring to astronomy because Jantar Mantar is opposite. And so we have different stories for each hotel, and they're all different. Then we have something called the Park Collection, which are 20 to 40 room boutique properties, unique locations, destinations. The first 2 were in Goa. One is on the beach and one is a adults only hotel by the river. Then we had our first heritage property, which is actually in Sirampur, just north of Calcutta. And it's a property called the Denmark Tavern, which was, according to our records, what we found out is it opened in 1786 and as a hotel. And it was called the Denmark Tavern, and it was for people who were going up and down the coast trading with Nawabs. So we've revitalized that. And then recently we've opened 2 amazing palace hotels. One is in Chettinad, 15 suites, and it's a 250-year-old mansion. And then the Patiala Palace, which was actually part of the Maharaja of Patiala's family. And then we've got it on lease from the government of Punjab for 50 years. So that's the portfolio that you see. I think both those properties have got a lot of press lately, and it's been quite interesting and challenging to do that. But it stems from this interest of actually doing differentiated properties. And I think there was a lot of room available in the heritage space to do something, to do unique properties. And every heritage property is different. Then we have something called Zone by the Park, which is 4-star hotels, design conscious, price conscious. We started off this brand in 2012. We have about 23 or 24 of them and a pipeline to grow this over the next few years. And these are hotels, we realized, Anant, that you can't bring all these big budget, design-oriented hotels into all the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. But there was a lot of room for growth, and there was a lot of room for us to put our brand and also to create a new product, which was not just rooms. So even on our Zone by the Park, it has a food and beverage component. Some of them have a nice bar and a buzzy nightlife, and we built them all with banquet halls. So we felt when that a lot of our competition was just building rooms, whereas in a tier 2 and tier 3 city, there's a lot of food and beverage demand also. So that's how we move forward with that brand, and that will be a significant number in the next 3 to 5 years too. And then we have part of the portfolio is also some highway stops that we've done in collaboration with the government of West Bengal called Stop by Zone. That's a sub-brand. So, there's Zone, there's the Park Collection. And then in addition, as part of the Apeejay Surrendra Park Hotels balance sheet, the company that went IPO'd recently, we have a very well-loved brand called Flurys. It's almost 100 years old, and it's a legendary patisserie confectionery which started on Park Street in Calcutta, and our family bought it in the early 60s. So we now have about 102 of them in Calcutta, West Bengal. We moved to a few in Hyderabad, but about 16 to 20 in Mumbai, and with a plan to grow that out substantially.
So from a growth perspective, I think about 30-40% of your portfolio is owned, or even more at the moment?
I would say, yeah, I guess you could say that. Out of 35 hotels, less than 10 are owned by us. The rest are all either management contracts or leased.
Oh, lovely. But the 10 which are owned have large inventories.
I won't even say 10, 8. So are owned by us. And those are, so the smallest one would be Navi Mumbai, which has 80 rooms. Actually, Visakhapatnam is only 66, but now we're building another 100 rooms there. So they're all expanding, some of the older properties. And so 66 is the smallest, which is Visakhapatnam, but it's been with us for a long time. And the largest is Hyderabad at 278 rooms.
I just heard about this acquisition you did of this piece of land in Bombay. So going forward, what's the growth strategy going to be like? And are you going to be going more asset heavy, asset light, or a mix?
So we're doing all. And, certainly the way we want to grow and we want to double our room count, it will be doubled in the next 4 years. And that is through 3-4 different ways. Of course, building out the Zone by the Park, Zone Connect brands through management contracts and leased opportunities. And there are quite a few signed on, and they will keep coming. in the pipeline. So one is that. Secondly, we're building out about 5 of our own properties. We have a land bank which we're building out. So there's Pune, where we have a 200-room property under the final stages of permission. We have Visakhapatnam and Navi Mumbai. Both are existing properties, and both have great potential now with certainly Navi Mumbai, where the new airport, we're just 4 kilometers away from it. So we have 80 rooms. We're now going to take that to about almost 300 rooms. But that means a lot of kind of restructuring that whole property, which we'll do, and we build a new building. And then Visakhapatnam again is now almost becoming the state capital again. So we've got plans which are again in the final stages of approval, where we'll build another 100 rooms, and it's right on the water. It's a beautiful location. And then we have a mixed-use development in Calcutta. It's on the EM Bypass Road, and that's going to be about 100 apartments for sale, along with a 200-room hotel. And then the fifth one is a land in Jaipur, which is a 5-acre plot, which we will build out maybe at the end of after 4 years.
Towards in Kukas or towards the
Kukas
center, towards the
Yeah.
side?
Yeah.
Lovely. So
And so we're looking at acquisitions. We've just acquired this property in Mumbai, which you were talking about. So Mumbai it was running as a service apartment, and we have just in the process of finishing the acquisition. And it was running as a service apartment. We're going to convert it into more rooms, as many rooms as we can get, and launch that, I hope, by next year, within a year or so, because it's already in good condition.
amazing.